Okay, YouTube, we are back. Ascension Racing. We are street stock cars here at Lakeland. Green flag, we have 40 laps here. Focusing in on the number 5 car, Carson. Making a move to the inside on the number 1 Akana Pritico. Side by side. Coming into the third corner. Nice and clean so far. Oh, looks like somebody's having a connection issue there. Number 1 car, Akana Pritico. This is a very high iRating split here. Average strength of field was 2.7, 2,700. Oh. Let me get myself back together. And there we go. Apologies for that. All right, we're on lap number 2, along with the most exciting on the track. Begin lap number 3. Guys up in front here really starting to beat and bang for their position. Looks like that number 1 car is still having a little bit of connection issue. You can see the number 8 Ascension Racing car just hanging in the back, single filed out, nice little gap. We have a long race here. So my main concern for this was to keep the tires in check, have a nice run. Ooh, big spin for Albert Young in the 11 car. Just kind of pushed around by Grady Cronick in the number 6 car there. No yellow flag brought out for that. Top 4 really on each other's bumpers. You can see the 1 giving the nose to the 3 car there. 5 cars giving the nose to the 1 car. The 1 car gets a run going into the 3rd corner. 1 driven by Connor Pritico. Joe Lawrence, now they are 3 wide. Joe Lawrence, Connor Pritico, Carson. The 5 car gets a little loose, but is able to hang on to it. Drops into 3rd place. And Connor takes P1. Joe wanting to have something to say in return, moves to the inside. The 5 car, the inside of Joe Lawrence. Joe Lawrence does take the P1 as he crosses the stripe. Joe Lawrence in the number 3 car, having his hands full of Connor Pritico and Carson in that number 5 car. You can also see a little battle developing. Oh, this may get hairy. Look at this. Everybody's spread out. Everybody's got to run. We are 2 by 2 for the first 3 rows. Joe reestablishes that P1. As we cross the stripe, Carson P2, and a new driver we haven't said much about, Wally Wilson, in the number 2 car, makes his appearance up in the top 4 there. Currently running side by side with Connor Pratico. Just behind them, Grady Cronick and Bruce Honkala. Joe Lawrence has P1 going into turn 1. Wally Wilson and Connor Pratico in the 2 and 1 cars, working their way around each other. Guys behind really have nothing to do other than keep their pace in that 4 and 6 car. 6 car driven by Grady Cronick, 4 car driven by Bruce Honkala. A good little battle going on as we're on lap 11 of 40. Looks like the 5 gave a little nudge to the 3, and they're both going to end up getting bumped out of the way by the 2 car. So we have a new leader in Connor Pratico, and Wally Wilson making a push, gets underneath him out of turn 2, takes over P1 for the first time in the race. Connor and Grady door to door as they come into turn 3. Grady Cronick does have the inside line. Oh, and we get shoved. The number 8 car, the Ascension Racing Ford Thunderbird, gets absolutely destroyed by the 12 car of Leon Frame as he loses traction. We let him know that hurt.
12, I'm not sure. I know I tried to pinch you, but I didn't think I was hooking you.
Carson,
if I did, I'm sorry.
There, apologizing for the contact.
You're good.
No big deal, no harm, no foul. Unfortunately, the 12 car is sent to the pit, so that may be the end of his race. And we don't incur too much damage. The number 8 Ascension Racing car did slip to 7th. Ooh, number 4. Bruce Honkala getting a little bit of help out of turn 4. But keeps himself together. We're back to that front, that top 3 battle.
Grady, you're going to want to lift here.
Giving a little pointers as they race the race to the car.
Grady, I said you're going to want to lift here. You don't want this problem, friend.
Uh-oh. Grady in that number 6 car. I'm pretty sure he's getting warned by Mr. Wally Wilson. You have on to lap 17. Grady's still making a push on Connor. The number 2 car, Wally Wilson, getting right into the quarter panel of him. Gives him a little tiny bump, little bump and run action. Turn 3, locks down the inside corner. He should have the run coming out of the corner. The outside line is very fast down the straightaway. A little more of a bump for the 2. He sends the number 6 car right into the wall. Joe Lawrence makes his move there. Now 3 wide going into turn 2. Drop down 2 by 2. That number 1 Connor Pratico just driving away at this point while everybody else battles in the back. We are on lap number 18 going into 19 of 40 here. Everybody single file at the moment. Nobody making a real joint. Bruce Honkala gets underneath the 5 car, Carson. And Carson does the over-under to get his position back, takes the inside line going into the 3rd corner. We got a little movement up in the front there. That 3 car going after the 2 car, 3 car driven by Joe Lawrence, and 2 driven by Wally Wilson. 3 gets a little loose, and Grady gets to move his way back up to fight for the 3rd position. Number 8 Ascension Racing car still sitting in the P7 position, hanging on. field of his own at this point. Wide open out front and back. It's a nice little comfortable race. No real threat. As Grady in the number 6 car throws down the fastest lap, 23.0. Running a half a second over the entire field on that lap. Kind of tamed out here, lap number 22. Everybody's single filed out. Nobody seems to really be making a push. Number 3 car tries for the bump and run on Wally Wilson in that number 2. The 6 follows him right through. So here we go with Grady and Wally door to door again. So P1 Connor Petico, P2 Joe Lawrence establishes his second place, gives the bump to the number 1 car and actually pushes him offline, slowing both of their cars down, and drops down into number 6. Oh, and they spin the leader. 4 wide into turn 1, 3 wide into turn 1. Wow, and we get to lose another car.
What was that about, Bruce?
Number 3 of Joe Lawrence. And here comes the Ascension Racing car, who easily gets passed by Connor Pacheco. We know he's going to be upset about that. We're not going to fight with a 5,000 iRater. Ascension Racing car hanging in for P7 at the moment. Little battle here. Once again, oval is not my specialty. These guys, when I see them with basically a 3,000 I rating or above, I kind of give them the credit that this is where they race. They understand the racecraft, and we're just going to try to stay smooth, keep the car safe, not get into too much trouble, and learn as we can. So, from the beginning of the race here to lap number 26, the Ascension Racing number 8 moved up 1 position, and as Connor gives the bumper to the number 2 of Wally Wilson, takes his position, Ascension Racing number 8, trying to stay out of the mix, but not lose too much pace here. You had to expect it. The number 2 gets right back into the 1. 1 gets loose. The 8 of the Ascension Racing Ford Thunderbird right up into the mix. Now getting chased by the number 10.
Sorry, man, this car got squirrely, and as soon as you made contact with it, she whipped back in.
Darth Urso. Oh, apologies. This is the number 11 of Albert Young, so we are not being threatened for our position right now. That is a lapped vehicle there. 3 wide battle coming out of 4 for the top 3. Carson, Grady, and Bruce Ancala. Sean Pisto being sent to the pits, assuming he has damage. May just be looking to change his tires and make another run, but he is putting himself laps down with only 10 to go here as we cross the stripe. Number 2 of Wally Wilson, number 1 of Connor Pacheco, the number 8 of Ray Beaudoin, and that is a lap car in the 11, number Mr. Albert Young driving that vehicle. Number 1 gives a huge bump to Wally going into the 3rd quarter, sends him all the way up high into the wall. Ascension Racing car is ahead of the number 2 car, has the inside line. Let's see if we elect to defend.
Ray, you're gonna want to move, I promise.
Getting the warning from Wally.
Ray, you're faster than him. Drive away.
4,300 I rating. And we will not fight with these guys. We're watching them heat up, getting into each other the entire race, and we're going to move right out of the way.
I appreciate it, but now we're too far back. Would you like it back?
We can catch them.
10-4.
Number 2, Wally Wilson getting loose again. Ascension Racing number 8 taking the inside line. Wally's probably going to back off as a courtesy here and focus back on up P1, 2, 3. Grady Cronick leading the race, Bruce Oncala in second, and Carson Nagy in third. You've got Joe Lawrence back there in the number 4 position. Number 3 car doing everything he can to get up in the battle for the podium as the laps wind down here, moving into lap number 35 of 40. The 4 car puts a little bumper to the 6 car for P1 battle going on here. No big problem there. Look at the number 5. Carson gets a huge run on the back straight coming into turn 3. I bet at this point he's probably expecting that Bruce and Grady will give each other a little bit of trouble, and at that point he can capitalize on the slow pace from those 2 cars bumping into each other. Here we go. Number 4 right on the quarter panel of the number 6. Bruce Oncala going to the inside line, going into P3, making his bid for P1. And just as predicted, Carson does catch right up and makes the pass before the stripe on Bruce Oncala. Runs in a little bit wide going into P1. They are door to door. This is going to give the opportunity for Grady to just run away with this race. Interesting move with 3 laps to go. It seemed that Carson did have the pace to go ahead and chase down Grady, but he is deciding to stay next to Bruce Oncala here and battle it out for P2.
Grady, you should live for us.
Don't think Grady's going to be doing any. Oh, the 5 and the 4 get into it. 4 takes a big hit into the wall. You have to imagine both of these cars are being slowed by their antics here. You can see it clearly with the number 3 of Joe Lawrence going ahead and chasing them down. Joe, who did lead a good number of laps, 2 laps to go here, does have the opportunity to get himself that podium back. Does look to have a little bit of front end damage and maybe affecting his arrow, but he does look like he is catching up as long as these guys keep battling. We are on the white flag lap. Grady Cronick P1, Carson Nagy and Bruce Oncala 2nd and 3rd respectively, fighting it out into the 3rd corner. No move is made there. Grady will take his victory. Looks like, oh, a little bump out of corner 3, but Carson hangs on to it. Bruce Oncala 3rd, Joe Lawrence 4th, Connor Patico 5th, Ray Beaudoin in the number 8 Ascension Racing Ford Thunderbird takes home P6, moving up 2 positions since the beginning of the
Wally,
race.
I didn't lie, and I caught him, but I couldn't pass him.
And then moving on the official results, Wally Wilson does finish P7. Darth Urso P8, Sean Pisto in P9, Albert Young P10, Leon Fram, who we watched get into that wreck a little bit earlier with the Ascension Racing car, into P11, and Spencer Bridges, unfortunately, rounds out the field here, P12. But what an exciting race here at Lakeland. There will be more today, guys. I have a ton of replays to catch up on with you. So we're going to do a little bit of broadcasting commentary. Hope you don't mind. And stick around. We always love having you. We'll always have more here at Ascension Racing. We'll see you next time.